we are going to keep fighting because this is a miscarriage of justice. The Supreme Court has ruled 9-0, 9-0, that he was illegally taken out of the country and put in a prison in El Salvador. And
Was that true? He said the Supreme
No,
Court.
so they like to tell half truths. The Supreme Court ruled 9-0 that if he is to be released, that the United States have to facilitate him coming back. So basically, if El Salvador dropped him off right there at the border of Mexico, the United States has to let him in. And then he would be taken into immigration. He would see an immigration judge again, and then he gets deported because he has a deportation notice.
Chris Van Hollen seems like a jerk.
No, he's just uber liberal. And this is what the people of Maryland vote for.
Would you call Ben Crump and say it's because I'm black?
The guy's a dick. Let's just put it that way.
What are your thoughts on your senator going to bat for this illegal? But did he ever say anything to you and your family about your loss? Ever call you? Ever take the time to be with you?
No, actually, I'm very angry. I'm actually outraged, but I'm too sad at the moment to show anger at the same time. He did not call our family. He did not give condolences. There was no action on the Democratic Party in any way, from Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Mayorkas, anyone here in Maryland, none of the senators did anything to help search for the murderer of my daughter.
The only reason why I played that is because Senator Van Hollen, Chris Van Hollen, he clearly don't give a damn about victims of illegal immigrants doing things to us. But now he's in El Salvador trying to make his voice bigger and I guess act like he give a damn when he absolutely does not. So when she was talking, what happened to her daughter, you know?
Her daughter was arred and murdered. Yeah, I forget what part of Maryland they were in. They're in, but and I think it's northern Maryland, maybe like up there near Baltimore. But yeah,
And it was by another illegal immigrant that's so happened to be MS-13.
Yes, and nobody has, and she has like 5 kids, I think, and nobody has solved that murder. Nobody has attempted to solve that murder. Okay, the money that he's going over there, mind you, this is not his money. So he's spending taxpayer money, I'm sure Marylanders' money, to go to El Salvador, okay, for somebody that ain't coming back. Okay.
Ain't coming back. The president of El Salvador said, nah, we gonna keep him.
But
I think we'll keep him.
Yeah, it's his citizen. He should.
Yeah, because he's actually from there.
It's his citizen. He should. But yeah, nobody spent the money that, like, you can use public resources to actually like find people. Like, even if Democrats are protecting legal immigrants, this would have been a time where you could have shown at least you can be bipartisan when it comes to your constituents, that an illegal immigrant murdered somebody.
And they said that after he did it, he stuffed her in a drainage pipe.
Yes.
What the holy, what?
Oh yeah. They've been, so all those angel moms, you never heard all of them talk?
That's crazy.
Yeah, so all of the angel moms, they talk about this stuff all the time. You know, like the 12-year-old girl that was odd and like thrown over the bridge or in the water, something like that. Crazy.
That's nuts, man.
Like, that what happened to Lincoln Riley. It's just it's so many. It's so many stories. And yes, and people like to say, well, that happens even when they aren't illegal. Yeah. But again, if they're here, right, legally, or you're a US citizen, then we can deal with you. When you're not supposed to be here, it's like, my child would be alive if you weren't here.
If they are here, and if you're an American citizen and you decide to grape a woman, unalive her, and put her inside of a daggone pipe outside, I wouldn't mind sending your ass to El Salvador either. I'm sending you to Russia,
Oh,
to
they
somewhere. I don't give a damn.
they want well, that's the thing. This man right here, even if he comes back, let's just say he comes back. He has a deportation notice. He cannot stay here.
So he's going back anyway. So
He
we're
going
going to
back.
get him to bring him back to send him out again.
Send him to Russia. Whatever.
Send him to Russia. Putin, please take him. All right, so here he is right here, putting on for the people. Hear what he has to say. This makes absolutely no sense. I can't believe that he's doing this, man. This is wow.
I'm here at the airport. I'm about to board my flight for San Salvador. The goal of this mission is to let the Trump administration, to let the government of El Salvador know that we are going to keep fighting to bring Abrego Garcia home until he returns to his family. I hope to meet with representatives of the government. I hope to have the chance to actually see Kilmar and see what his condition is. But we are going to keep fighting because this is a miscarriage of justice. The Supreme Court has ruled 9-0, that he was illegally taken out of the country and put in a prison in El Salvador.
Was that true? He said the Supreme
No,
Court.
so they like to tell half truths. The Supreme Court ruled 9-0 that if he is to be released, that the United States have to facilitate him coming back. So basically, if El Salvador dropped him off right there at the border of Mexico, the United States has to let him in. And then he would be taken into immigration. He would see an immigration judge again, and then he gets deported because he has a deportation notice.
Chris Van Hollen seems like a jerk.
No, he's just a uber liberal. And this is what the people of Maryland vote for. They vote for liberals and people that don't know how to balance a budget.
We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. So Chris Van Hollen says, I'm trying to bring this man back to his family. His wife actually put a protective order on him for whooping her ass.
Because he's a criminal. Now, look, okay, because I'm Latino. I'll tell you right now, some communities, it is just.
And I'm sure you're saying a whole lot with your I'm sure you're saying a whole lot right now.
You know? Okay. You got it. So what I'm saying is, I believe it. I believe her. However, it was CNN for me, because I think it was CNN. CNN tried to say that, the Republicans and the government were just saying, oh, it's because he had on a Chicago Bulls hat. Okay. PG County, who we all know is black. All right. Is like blackity black, 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 black.
Yes.
All right. Okay. PG County police, the chief, everybody are black. They said that this man is an MS-13 because that's where he got caught, out there in PG. We know what MS-13 is when we see it. And the hat, they try to say, oh, well, he's just a Maryland man. They try to say, oh, because he has tattoos and a bull hat. Well, the hat is just like if you wear all blue in Compton. Oh, just because I have on all blue don't make me a Crip. Yeah. Yes, you are.
Yeah,
yes,
it does.
Yes, you are.
Especially
yes,
if you're in Compton, bro. You know the
yes,
rules.
You are. Yes,
Stop
you are.
playing.
So if you're in the DMV area and you wear those certain things, you are an MS-13 member. Gang members always have identification. That's how they work. So I'm trying to figure out why CNN and all these people are trying to play semantics or trying to play like we don't know what the hell is going on. Yeah, he had on a Bulls hat because that's what they wear to symbolize, to symbol to each other. He didn't want to go back to El Salvador because he knew whoever was there was waiting on him.
He probably escaped their gangs so he can come here and live the good life where nobody's looking for him.
But be the leader here.
And be the leader here where he was probably just a scrub there.
Yeah, because El Salvador used to be off the chain. And the president, it was on X. I saw it this morning. He was doing I guess an interview, and he was saying, well, y'all care more about the murderers and rapists in this prison, right? Because he has been getting flack the entire time because people are in these prisons. And they're like, well, what about due process? He's like, I don't give a damn about that. He has a good line that says something about you have to lock up thousands to save millions.
You have to
So basically it's a few thousand that are terrorizing everybody in the country.
Get rid of them and millions of people can live good.
So y'all complaining to me about, these couple of thousands, but I have millions of people that I'm responsible for.
All right. So in 2021, his wife, Jennifer Vasquez, obtained a protective order against her husband, Kilmar Garcia, a MS-13 terrorist, after he brutally attacked her. After he brutally attacked her. This good man brutally attacked his wife. The constituent of Senator Van Hollen beat his wife on numerous occasions until she sought and received a final court protection order against him. But Van Hollen is saying she ain't get beat enough.
Well, they like a good man beater. Backhand Dougie, Gamla's husband, backhand Dougie.
Let's argue. Let's get it.
Let's argue.
Nah, we about to do it. I think that people turn their lives around and they could have potentially got it wrong with him.
Nah. I don't care if he turned his life around.
You don't care about redemption?
If you come somewhere, no, I don't care about that. If you come somewhere illegally, okay? If I sneak in your house, I'm going to try to keep the lowest profile ever. Why would I be running around here actually doing crime? If I'm genuinely trying to be a good citizen, I snuck in here. Okay, I didn't snuck in here, but I really just want to get a good life. But I'm doing crime, not once, twice. That he was caught.
He was a gangster. Gangsters commit crimes.
Right. So you can go be a gangster in El Salvador and see how that work out for you.
It's better to be a gangster here because they're not paying attention to you. You're under the radar.
And when you go to jail, you get to chill. You get 3 good meals and a cot. You can get degrees, all types of stuff. Yeah, I would too.
Well, guess what? I am with him going to jail, but why did they have to send him all the way to El Salvador? We don't know if he's getting 3 hots in the cot there.
I hope he's not.
For all we know, they're taking advantage of him.
I hope he's not. Use him to send a message.
What if he was in church for the last year and he can be
in church over there? Church is everywhere.
Did you say he need to go to El Salvadorian prison church?
Yeah.
You cold. You cold. You cold. You cold.
Jesus is everywhere.
I don't even know why I choose the daggone argue with you. Okay, you got that one. You got that one. Okay, you got it. You got it. I give you that one. I go ahead and give you that one. You can have that one. You can have that one.
I'm just tired of it. I'm sick of it.
Nah, but so I ain't even got nothing else for the guy. I mean, I wish I did, but a lot of Democrats are saying this guy, he ain't been committing no crimes in the last couple of years. He's probably turned his life around, established himself and his family. They good.
Okay.
This was in 2021.
Okay.
You know, loving couples right now who occasionally the man and whoop the woman's ass from time to time.
Okay.
And plus, if you would keep it a buck,
Okay.
if you would keep it a band, you already know that the women abuse the men even more than the men abuse the women.
In DC, in the DC area, that is the fact.
Exactly.
That's the stats. Yes.
And he lived here, same culture. So his woman probably beat him up first. He defended himself and she called the police. You already know the police is on y'all side.
In my Tom Holman voice, support the families together. I'd have sent all of them. She want to cry? Send her too. Put her right on the flight. I have no sympathy for this. Like, I really don't. Like, I don't. Like, they're like, oh, she's an American citizen. I don't know that. I got to look that lady up. I don't know that because they're saying they keep calling this man a Marylander. He's a Marylander. Why? Okay, so if I go to Tijuana, I am a Mexicana. No other place does this. No other country does this.
You're right. This El Salvadorian man can identify as a Marylander if he wants to, especially if men can identify as women. I identify as a white today, especially when I apply for a loan.
That's fine with me. I mean, your name is Van. They probably believe it. I'm just saying.
What that mean? You saying I got a white name?
Yeah.
All right.
You gonna get it off. What I'm saying is the man is just awful. The man is awful. The man is awful. He don't deserve any of the sympathy that he's getting. Okay.